Hey, welcome here to our show. We have Jose Boria with AB5 Home Inspections. Jose, how are you today?
Fine, thank you. Glad to be here.
Good. So home inspections, tell us about this. What is home inspections?
Well, home inspections involves either a buyer or a seller may contact us through their real estate agent or some other way that they have found out about us, and then we come out and sign a pre-inspection agreement with them and tell them exactly what it is that we're going to do and what the fees are going to be and what components and we're going to inspect inside that house. Okay?
So you look all inside, all upside down, inside, all the way around?
Yeah, we look at everything that's inside the main structure, the main house, including the attached garage. If there's a detached building that's not part of that house, then we don't look at that. For example, for something else that's
okay,
or pools or spa and that sort of thing. That's a different venue. Someone else does those things, but all we do is look at the main house, and we look at all the components, the plumbing, the electrical, the structural integrity of that house, the roofing. Inside the attic, we go in the crawl space if there's one. Newer homes usually are concrete slabs, so we don't have to do that. But in the event that we do, then we go down there and we observe what's down there in terms of see if there's any signs of mold growth, especially for water intrusion that maybe for the plumbing that's coming down into that crawl space. Same thing in the attic. If the roof has some kind of a deteriorating components on it, there may be leakage there that may be coming through. And here again, if it's actively growing, then the mold will be visible. You can actually see the black mold or whatever the case may be. And then what we do is we recommend to the home buyer that they need to have a commercial mold remediation company come out and take a look at it and go from there. Because all we do is observe and report. So that's our function is we observe what's there at the time of the inspection.
Yes.
We report it to the home buyer. Says these are the things that we found that need to be corrected, and so then they go back with the realtor and
negotiate to see what we can do about closing this deal.
Right, exactly.
This is great. Now, how long have you been doing this?
My son has been he's certified with the American Home Institute Training Institute, which certifies. California doesn't have a licensing requirement for home inspectors right now.
Yes.
And so these certifications from these different organizations is what's valid in California. And we follow what they call the American Society of Housing Inspectors Standard of Practices, and which lays out exactly what we're to do, what components to inspect, what code of ethics to follow, and that sort of thing. Just like REAL, the National Realtor Association, they have this kind of goes in the same venue. They get licensed through there, and also through the real estate Department of Real Estate. But like I said, we're not licensed right now.
So is it just residential that you're involved in?
Yeah, just residential and up to four unit complex.
Okay.
Because that's considered residential also.
Oh yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, this is good.
So we can do apartments, if they're less than 4 units.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. What else do you have?
Well, we do, like I said, we do on-site computer reports with digital photo, that we take photos of everything inside. We provide you with a free home maintenance manual and a CD, so that once you close the deal and you're in your home, you can look at that manual and see what sort of maintenance things we want to do.
That's pretty
on a
yearly
basis. So
that's very convenient for a new homeowner.
Right, because it gives them kinds of lays out what to look for and inspect it on a regular basis, because that's really important.
Yes.
Look under that sink every once in a while to see if there's any leakage, because you don't want those problems.
Exactly.
And a lot of us don't do that. We move into the house, just figure it's okay, and I never do that until you get a water bill and it may be
like, whoa,
too high.
What happened here?
It's like,
whoa.
Okay. And so we do homes, seller and buyer inspections, new home inspections, and like I said, we take a look at mold. And also, I've been in the inspection business for 30 years, but it's government inspections that I've done with EPA and the FDA type of situations, and also with OSHA, where I actually have done hundreds of inspections in industrial sites for mold growth, because people have complained that there may be exposure to mold. So we go out there and validate that
Yes.
this is a mold problem or not, and that sort of thing. And we'll take samples and determine what the exposure is.
Oh, you got massive experience on this.
Right.
Over 30 years
Yeah.
out there doing it, Jose. This is great. This is good. Well, how can folks get in contact with you?
Well, they can call me at 559-392-3198, or my son Adrian at 559-353-4788. We also have
An email?
email you can, for both of us. You can, for Adrian, you can contact him through AB5 Home Inspections at gmail.com. And for me, you can call me directly at jmbcop@att.net. And we'll be glad to come out and assist you with that home and make sure that everything is okay.
Great. Well,
That's our intent, is to make sure that, especially that home is safe before you move in.
definitely. First-time home buyers or just regular home buyers and or realtors. If you need a home inspector, call Jose Boria right over here with AB5 Home Inspections. Jose, thank you for joining us on the show today. This is really, really good. And this is Albert Figueroa and Jose with Central Valley Real Estate Show. We'll be right back right after these messages.